Valor Morgulis.
Valor Morgulis.
Fucking leaving this junk. I'm gonna break everything in this bitch and leave it for the asses.
I don't want to be spotted here.
I'm heading out as soon as I can. You have no chance. What was that?
I'm going to kill somebody.
What can I get for you? Stop by again. What can I show you? Let me know if you need anything else.
Ella. Off we go.
That's the cave. I'm just gonna have to slaughter everyone. I'll send you guys running back to Mexico.
Πάρα πιο μολοστάκι. Είναι τραπεζίτες. Το πούσι αυτής ότι γίνατε γίνεστε αξιοπρεπείς. Δι παραμένει της κυβέρνησης.
Come on. Come on. Let's ride. Say goodbye.
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα? Thank you. I owe you my life.
Come on.
I'm so fucking... My concentration is so broken. I'm getting ready to move out of this place I'm in. I'm sick of being here. Gonna go home to Florida. Sunny skies and beaches.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Winters that aren't fucking freezing. Where there's people. That well, there's people everywhere, but there's people that I know, I love, my family and shit.
What was that?
Ella. Yeah.
Come on.
I should be extra careful in this area.
What's going on over there?
They better get the more.
Who said? Pretty sure I heard something. Huh? No!
What's that?
How do I put it out? Ah, it's burning!
Need something?
Riches await the brave, Mistios. A chest of gold and silver. And gems. Countless gems.
Where is this chest?
That's the problem, Mistios. It lies on the seabed. I'd go after it. But cursed sharks make it impossible.
So I should kill all the sharks.
Yes. All of them must be gutted. Do you accept?
I'll handle this.
I owe you, mercenary.
Leave it to me. I should watch my step around here. No. Ah, shit! Got to be careful not to get spotted. have little less of an advantage now. it quick!
I'll make it.
Rush the archer! Keep an eye on when I check. Somebody help me! What should I do? Get me down!
You! You're gone! Hey! You'll die here!
Stop running! Do it! Give up, Misthios! You're panicked!
I got you now! I'll get you! There you are!
Don't try anything. Help me put it down! Hold still now. Malaka! Someone help!
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Oh man, I didn't search that motherfucker. I'm gonna go back up there and search him. I'm back. No, man, I was taking a piss. Not much. Just fucking getting in another day or two of Odyssey before I start packing up and move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Moving home to Florida.
It's nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just chilling and yeah, shit I gotta do tomorrow. I might be back online this weekend. If you're online, I'll hit you up. But I'm online for a
It
couple
might
hours, so.
it might be some time before I get back online. Cause I
Yeah, I
gotta,
got you.
what I'm doing is, like, I got my mother, like, when I retired from the army here, where I live,
Mhm.
me and my wife, we got divorced. But I still needed someone to come and help out. And my mom, she fucking showed up and helped me out. She's been with me for like 8 years, but she's got cancer and stuff, so I care
Yeah,
for
yeah,
her
I got
now. And I gotta get me and her, gotta get the both of us. We're gonna get back home to Florida where there's people we know and love and care about us, where we got family. Because here where I am, there's nothing here. There's no reason to remain here. There's no one.
you.
I have no friends here. She has no friends here. We don't have any family here. We just dislike the people around us and we gotta go. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, I got you.
So a couple days, we're packing up and moving home to Florida. We're packing light too. I'm leaving all kinds of shit that I just don't want to bring. I
You
don't
just
want
taking the
anymore.
shit you need and all that.
Yep.
Oh shit, where's the blacksmith? But yeah, well if if I see you online Friday, I'll hit you up. I'm hanging out with my cousin this Friday and shit for a little bit.
What are you doing today?
Just chilling, but then I got shit I gotta do tomorrow, so I won't be online tomorrow.
It's Halloween. You're not doing anything today?
Um, we did our stuff for Halloween yesterday because I live in Indiana and it was supposed to rain real bad today. It's not really raining much. And, kids and
Mm.
stuff went trick or treating yesterday. I went with my cousin and his niece and stuff and hung out. And that's the only reason I'm online right now is because I ended up staying at my grandma's last night and I'm still here till later. But I might be doing stuff this weekend, like with my cousin and shit. Well, my other cousin, I got two different cousins. One's 18, one's 21. I want to buy this horse for that trophy, but I don't have. I almost got the money too. Wait, don't I have two of those for Festus? I do. Oh, 40 minutes. I'm gonna sell one. I can buy the horse, man. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. So like all this Origins New Game Plus is weird because like some of the weapons you don't get in your New Game Plus for some reason. Then I go buy the horse. Shit. I'm just trying to get trophies on this game. Really, I'll play through it and stuff until I get my Odyssey back. I want to get back into it. I don't want to mount that horse. No. I'm gonna buy this one from this guy. Eternal Maw. Looks badass. And that gets you the trophy. Literally, that was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna have to do something else. At least I got this horse now. I always wanted it outside of where you had to use it at.
Yeah, buddy, going home to Florida. Blue skies, sunny
Nice.
beaches, Sandy
I've always wanted
beaches.
to go down to Florida, the Everglades and all that. I've never been. I've pretty much been stuck in Indiana. I've been to
That's
Ohio and
general. The
Kentucky.
southern portion of Florida is generally where I'm going, where I live. Like I was born and raised in Tampa. My half of my family lives there. Gonna stop and spend a week with them, but then go further south to where the rest of my family is. My sister and her kids. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking get a place there, and that's down in Fort Myers, which is like about 80 miles from Miami. Like Fort Myers is on the west coast, Miami is like on the southeastern portion, and the road that connects one to the other, the highway, has the Everglades on both sides of it. It's like all of that in there is the Everglades.
yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds cool. Yeah, I sent you a screenshot of the horse I just got. Bored. I think it looks cool though. But yeah, it sounds nice. Pretty cool. You're going back home and all that.
I'm happy about it. I had been stuck here for many years, like unable to leave. Legal reasons, medical reasons, medical
Where are you at
reasons
right
for my
now?
mother. I'm in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia. I think you told me that before. But yeah, it's good. You finally get to go back home and all that.
Yeah, there's nothing else holding me here. I'm getting out of this place.
Got you, man. I understand. I mean, I'd never want to move away from where I'm at, but if I could, I probably would.
Well,
Like all my,
I've been, like I said, buddy, I've been all over the world to all kinds of places, man.
yeah, yeah.
So, I've really, in the last 20 years, I have only been home 3 times, and each time it was only for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Alright, now to... Where do I gotta go for that thing? I don't know. I'm still listening to you. I'm trying to figure something out on this game. Two of Achenet. Okay. I'm right there anyway. Achenet is this one. I gotta get one more trophy for one of the DLCs, and then I think I just gotta get like a couple trophies for the main game, and I can plat this game. Probably work on that while my cousin still got my game. My Odyssey. I'm like 2 trophies from fighting Odyssey though. Like I don't even try to fight games. Like half these games I just get all the trophies for it, and then I'm a couple away, so I'm like, why not, right? I think I've done these circuit locations though, haven't I? Or are these just... No, those are treasures, okay. I've got all those treasures. So the circuit, whatever they're called. Wait, can I just enter the area? Yeah, afterlife. Yeah, I think it's... Yerkek's Guardian. That's what... Okay. So that's probably... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. What are you doing on Odyssey? Just going through the story?
No, I'm like you know how I already filled out all the map and went everywhere
Yeah, you told me about
and
that.
picked up all the legendary loot and stuff like that, but I didn't like get all the question mark, the campsites and all the shit like that.
Oh, you're going through doing everything. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
So I'm going to do all that stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just fucking around with that stuff right now. I'm not really trying to get too hardcore into my gaming the next few days, because really I'm just focused on like tomorrow or
Yeah,
the
you're
next
just kind
few
of
days.
chilling, just, doing some extra stuff that you otherwise probably wouldn't do.
Yeah, so that I can I'm really focused on getting ready to move out of this place.
Yeah. Like, normally on games, like, I don't do every little thing. Like, on this one, you get a trophy for it for, like, completing every location, doing everything. But I don't think they got a trophy for that on Origins. I mean, Odyssey. I'm playing Origins. Only thing on Odyssey is doing all the underwater locations that you gotta do. That's the only trophy I'm gonna hate to do, but I guess I gotta do it. And who knows, I might get good loot. Ow, you motherfucker. Like, the combat on Odyssey is so much better than on here. Like, I like it, but I don't. Am I playing on easy right now? I think I am. I don't want to. This better be what I'm going after. Or what I'm supposed to be going after, so I get the trophy. I think you gotta kill this big ass scorpion. Too close. I got my composite bow. I can use it. It gives me health on boots. What's the giant scorpions? Oh, and you give me that shit I need too, don't you?
I'm on.
Scorpion. Yeah, the shards of the star. I need those. Oh, that's a whole level 58. Kill you. What's the? How did I miss?
Ella.
You see, stupid shit like that. Is that where I had to go in the video? Yeah, okay, that's the first one. Yeah, I just did that. Okay, then where's the second one? Team of Ramesses the Great, isn't it? If you do get Origins, I recommend getting the season pass if you can. DLC free, but you can get really good like legendary stuff from DLC.
I might not get it for a while. The next game I'm gonna buy is Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur? I don't know, I might get it eventually. The next one I want is Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 or Darksiders 3 is the next one I'm getting. I don't know yet. Like, I was never really into Soul Calibur. Like, I just recently got into, like, fighting games several months ago, like, Street Fighter and Tekken.
I've been playing fighting games for 30 years.
Yeah, like, I mean, back in the day, me and my cousin used to play Mortal Kombat all the time, and then when we both first got our PlayStation, we got our PlayStation around the same time, he had Mortal Kombat X, he'd bring it over all the time and whoop my ass. But I'm pretty good at, like, Street Fighter and shit.
What are you talking about back in the day? There ain't no back in the day for you. You're still a pup. That's practically yesterday for you.
I'm 22. Like, you know, I still remember my PS2 days and shit. We used to play like those old Dragon Ball games, Budokai Tenkaichi and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta go. So I get what you're saying. Like, I'm like living through my days, and like when I'm a little older, I can say I remember playing this and that.
Yeah, you're young, man. Like, I could sit here and say, oh, I remember back in the day, I used to play these side-scroller games, Mario and shit like that.
I started off on a 64, like when I was really young, because my mom had one
No,
for
man,
me
I'm
too.
talking about the original, like, the original Nintendos and before Nintendos, before,
Yeah, yeah,
before
I get
that.
what you're saying. Yeah, but you know, I still remember the shit I played back when I was a kid, though. It feels like it was forever ago. It really does, but it's
Like, it
not.
used to be, there used to be Ataris and Neo Geos with, like, 8-bit
Yeah,
gaming
yeah.
and shit like
I
that.
know all about that kind of stuff. Like I've heard about. I used to have
And
an
before
Atari.
any of that, it was strictly video arcades. Go to the video
Yeah,
arcade to play video games at the arcade. Most pups nowadays don't even know. You say, "Hey, you ever been to the video arcade?" They'll be like, "What?"
yeah. Like I know what
They
that
don't even
kind of
know.
stuff
Like,
is.
that's
Yeah, I've
how.
never been to one.
That's part of
That's
how
a,
I get my, like, most of us older gamers who are all like elitist about our play. We get it from the days when video gaming was going to the video arcade with however many quarters you're gonna have and playing the games with or against other people, and you had to be good or you had to win or you were gonna lose and go to the back of the line and wait.
right.
That was gaming at hardcore in its early days when, like, and that's what drives most of us older gamers to do so good in the games we have nowadays. Like, y'all don't know, y'all don't get how easy it is now, man. Back then it was like
Like yeah,
there was no
nowadays
easy
like kids get
exploits.
lazy. Like I'm gonna beat
Yeah.
the game and I'm done. They don't do every little thing, but like people your age, they'll do every little thing in the game. I understand that.
Play it and experience it, understand it. Like the
That's
patient,
what
like that
yeah, that's
kid
how I
yesterday
am.
who
Like
was talking about how do you level up fast. I'm like, that shit doesn't make any sense when people ask that in video games. You either you want to
I
play the
know.
game or you don't. That impatience to want to level up fast, you're just ruining your
Right.
experience with the game. Like,
Like
and
I'll admit
there's no need to try and level up fast like that. Cause look, I fucking telling you, man. I I've been level 50 in this game for about 2 weeks now, and I hit level 50, and I was only about maybe 25% done with the game. Like, there's no need to
right.
rush
Yeah,
the
same
levels.
here. I hit level 50 and I was barely done with the main story when I was going through it.
I'm not even close to that. Like, all you have to do is be patient and thorough and get in lots of fights, and you can fucking totally.
Just like don't even worry about the level. Like you level up when you level up. That's how I see it in games. I've been
Mhm.
playing games like Borderlands since at my Xbox 360 days and shit. So I understand the whole level up system and shit like that.
And that shit's really
Like,
bad in MMOs, man. Like,
yeah, I know.
kids always want their fucking hand to be held in MMOs. Like, hey, can you
I
help me do
know.
this?
Like
No, they're not really asking to be helped to do something. They're asking to be carried through it so they can easily.
exactly. I ended up with that kind of shit with Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. Back when Bloodborne came out for free on the PlayStation, like I was already veteran on Bloodborne. Like I was good at the game and everything. I would play it with people who were new to it. I'd help them on a boss or two, and they just keep asking me to help them on every single boss. I told them no, I didn't have no help when I went through it. Why should you? Like if boss or two, yeah, I'll help you out. Not every single boss in the game. Like, that kind of stuff gets on my nerves.
Like, and
I hate people
personally,
that
I
want
don't feel like anyone should need help. I don't understand it. Why do you need help? Because when I play the video games, I max them out. I challenge myself, and I
exactly.
succeed, and I don't need anybody's help. And when motherfuckers ask me, I'm like, why do you need help? Like, I don't need help. Why do you need help? Why aren't you trying or using your head, it's usually because they're not using their fucking brain.
Right. You gotta think. You can't just think about the equipment you got. You gotta think what you can do to get through the game. Like it's not all about what you got. You gotta think about, well, what can I do to, get better at what I'm doing. Level up and get better equipment, all that kind of shit. Like in games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, you gotta be smart about how you level up shit. You can't just do it all. I'm gonna put this much in strength and shit. You gotta know what you're doing in that shit.
I didn't like that. I didn't like the Dark Souls. That shit was.
I'm all about those kind of like games, big boss fights and stuff. Cause I used to play like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry all the time. Those games have like big boss fights and shit.
I just didn't like it. That shit was.
Yeah. Not everyone likes it. I understand that. Now, are there only 4 or 5 of these places each? The 5. It says the 5, but I only see how there's 4. What's the 5th one? I guess I'll have to figure that out. Where's that one? Oh, it's a sick place. I guess there's one in the actual. Oh wait, is there 2? Yeah, there's. That's just working there.
I was just watching Thor Ragnarok a little while ago.
Nice, it's a good movie. I've
Yeah.
seen it like
I've
twice.
seen it. Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I've seen all the Marvel movies a few times, but I was just watching that one a little while ago. Cause fucking MCU, they're good, man. Their movies are really good. Like way better than DC.
DC is the game.
The only
man.
thing DC does good is video games, and which is
Yeah.
crazy because the only thing that Marvel doesn't do good is video games.
I mean, the Spider-Man wasn't bad at all. Spider-Man was good. The new one. Pretty
Yeah, the new ones done by Marvel, Spider-Man: Homecoming, that shit was awesome.
No, I'm talking about the Spider-Man game. The new
Oh,
game.
yeah, the new Spider-Man game? Fuck yeah, fucking awesome. Under the Marvel umbrella.
Yeah. DC, like, they
They
have Batman
sucking.
games, and they got Injustice, but Injustice is also made by people that make Mortal Kombat, so, they kind of helped with that.
Yeah, NetherRealm.
Yeah. But, like, people are already saying that Aquaman is gonna suck and shit, but they don't even know. Like, it's not even out yet.
I think it might be
I don't know.
awesome because the guy who plays
yeah.
Aquaman, Jason Momoa, he's fucking badass
he's
actor. He's good
I
as
know,
fuck.
he played in Game of Thrones and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
he was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones,
Yeah,
season
Khal
1
Drogo.
of
I
Game
couldn't
of
think his
Thrones.
name, yeah.
Khal Drogo in season 1 of Game of Thrones, and he was also Declan Hart in Frontier on Netflix. That's a good ass show.
I haven't seen it. I don't watch a lot of Netflix stuff. I'm offline. I watch a lot of cable, so I watch like Game of Thrones and Gotham and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah. Do what?
He was good. It was a good show though, man. That fucking Frontier, Declan Hart. I'm waiting on a season 3 for it.
I think I've heard about it. It sounds cool. I'll check it out one day when I'm.
It's in the frontier
online.
days of America, and they're
I've heard of it.
fighting battles with the different trade companies over animal pelts and lands and rights, and they're killing. It's fucking. This is
It
awesome.
definitely sounds like something I like. I like that kind of stuff. That's like the only reason I want Red Dead 2 is I like those kind of days. Even though Red Dead's based off of like what cowboys think were, and
The
actual
Western.
cowboys weren't always like that. Actual cowboys were cattlemen and shit. But like it sounds like Frontier's based off what those days were like in real history. But I guess we just have to see what happens with DC and MCU movies. Like DC's got Aquaman
MCU's
coming
not
out.
going anywhere. They're gonna keep moving for years to come. So long as the world
Well,
keeps ticking and the money keeps flowing, they're gonna keep doing for years to come. But DC, their
I,
movies and their fucking everything else is like sketchy. Like DC doesn't have any good animated television shows really going on.
the,
They
the
don't
only
have,
thing that they really got in the ballpark DC is their DC animated movies. Like they're all good.
yeah. But they make too many Batman movies, and that's a big problem. Everyone's
Yeah,
not.
that is a big
I'm so
problem.
sick of
I like the
Batman.
Batman movies, but you know they need to focus more on other
Yeah, it's
heroes
always
too.
Batman, Batman, Batman. Really, it seems like every DC movie that comes out nowadays is
It's
really
all
just
about Batman. Like
it's a
I
Batman
like
movie with the rest of them are just his supporting characters.
like Batman's like my favorite DC character, but like I know I
He's
understand
not
completely what
mine.
you're saying.
He's not even in my fucking top 10 list of favorite
I
superheroes.
really like him. Like I always liked Batman when I was a kid, so I mean he's one of my favorites. But I understand what you're saying. They need to do
He's
focus more on like
overplayed, over exaggerated.
yeah.
It's nonsense. Like he shouldn't be in anybody's top 10. I mean, Batman for a human, yeah, he's awesome. He's smart. He's got moves and shit. But honestly, as a shinobi, he's a disgrace. He doesn't kill people. He's weak. He makes a lot of fucking.
What do you mean as a shinobi?
As a shinobi, he's a disgrace. One of the number one things that shinobi does is fucking kill people. They're fucking.
But he's not a shinobi.
He is. He's a fucking shinobi. The League of Assassins are. They're a league of shinobi. They're a league of
But no,
ninjas.
he never joined them because he doesn't kill.
Yeah, but he has the training. He was taught by him. There's no justification
Yeah.
for it. It's unacceptable. He's a disgrace as a shinobi.
He's a disgrace as a shinobi. I get what you're saying. The fuck? What am I supposed to do here? I see no scorpions or nothing. What the fuck? I don't understand. Who's your favorite DC character?
Superman.
Superman.
hmm
I mean, I don't know. When I was a kid, I never really liked him. Like, I always liked Batman more for the villains and shit. Like, Batman's cool, but his villains are like.
Superman is not a hypocrite.
He's not. Like, he's, a lot of people say
Batman
they don't
is
like.
a hypocrite like a motherfucker.
What makes you say he's a
You-
hypocrite? Because
you-
of what you said a minute ago.
No, because of the decisions Batman makes. He's a fucking hypocrite. He's the biggest hypocrite in DC Universe. And it's usually a lot of big shit happens that it falls out. It's his fucking fault. This shit happens the way it does a lot of times.
No, I completely understand what you're saying, but it's not Batman's fault. It's people that made him's fault. You know?
No, bullshit. Adults take fucking responsibility. Don't think about that shit like a child, man. Let's think about it like a child. Bullshit. He gotta take responsibility for who he is, what he is, his situation, and the shits he does and the decisions he makes that gets fucking shit fucked up.
I get what you're saying, man. I just, I always
His,
like Batman.
his lack of conviction and inability to do what is truly necessary in his absence of power. Like, all the enemies that deal with Batman, they know he's a man. Yes, he has all kinds of gadgets and he's a super badass fighter, and they can't beat his enemies. They can't beat him except for a few who actually can beat him in a fight. So he uses fear to prey on all those enemies, right? But they know he's not truly powerful. His power is it comes from his fear, the fear he brings to people, and his enemies know that. And his inability to finalize his decision making when dealing with these sick motherfuckers, like, he should have been killing Joker a long time ago. He should have been killing motherfucking lots of people, but he won't. He doesn't have the conviction, and shit gets worse and worse and worse because of it. And everybody else has to come and clean it up. Superman has to come and help him clean it up. Wonder Woman gotta come and help him clean it up. The Green Lanterns, like, a lot of times shit goes wrong because of the shit Batman does. The fucking plans he comes up with, man. The Justice League was almost killed a few times because of the shit this Batman has done. And they're always cleaning up after his ass. That's why Batman is not really a standing member of the Justice League. You know that, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. Yeah.
That, you know, Batman's
the whole
really,
thing about
he's
choice,
not actually
like-
not, like, he built everything for the Justice League, and he has like a, let's call it, I don't know if it's like a reserve status or whatever, like a fucking honorary status or whatever, the Justice League. He has a vote, he has a say-so and all that. But truly, he's not Justice League. The rest of them are.
I get what you're saying. Like, you look at someone like Batman, you know, his choices don't really matter, but then you look at someone like Spider-Man, like, the choices he's got to make, he makes the bigger decisions and shit.
And
Like-
shit doesn't get fucked up with Spider-Man. Yeah, like anything, there's tragedy, but Spider-Man, he's a kid, he's a genius, and he's fucking way better. But Spider-Man is powerful. Batman's not powerful. Spider-Man actually has power. When I say powerful, I mean, like, Superman is powerful. Spider-Man is powerful. The Hulk is powerful. That's what I mean. Thor is powerful. They have power. Their body. They're stronger, faster. They can do more.
Yeah, because they're gods and aliens and have power.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. And that is the power that Batman lacks. And because of that,
But
he needs
that's
to
one of the
make
cool
up
things.
with it with conviction or some decisiveness,
That's, you know,
and he
that's
doesn't.
the cool thing about Batman, where all these other people have power, he goes in there with his gadgets and shit and doesn't die.
That's exaggeration in the writing. That shit is complete nonsense. If you're
Like,
applying
in real life,
if you're
he-
applying
like,
real
that-
logic to it with these gods and aliens and shit like this are battling it out, Batman should not even be in there.
But
if
you
you're
can't apply
applying
real
logic.
logic to something that's not real, and that's why Batman's a badass.
You can't.
Like, you know,
You can't. That's nonsense. Batman is not a badass. He's way fucking over exaggerated by stupidity.
I don't know. I like him. Like, you know,
I used to like Batman up until about 15 years ago. But about 15 years ago, people started being like super Batman fanboys, like you are right now nowadays,
no,
and
I'm not a
it
fanboy. Dude.
ruined
I
him.
used to. I really like I've liked Batman since I was a kid. Like, I read comics.
He's
that
so
my uncle had.
overplayed. It's lame
I
as
like,
fuck.
you know, the old Batman animated series and all that. Like, I don't like him. I didn't like him because everybody else did. I've liked him since I was a kid. I've liked all that stuff, like Thor, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. I like stuff since I was younger. Like, I'm not a fanboy. I just really like comic books and shit like that.
Yeah, I do too. I
Like,
just fucking up to about 15 years ago, DC was quite awesome, but about 15 years ago, somewhere around there, they just started overplaying Batman, and I got sick of it because the whole Batman versus Superman, what a dumbass argument. That's completely fucking stupid.
It really
And the
is.
fact that they turned it into a movie and all this shit, and people are all like, Batman could beat Superman, this is
I mean,
nonsense.
like you said with
Anyone who
implying
thinks that, I'm telling you, anyone who thinks that nonsense doesn't know anything about violence. They don't know anything about the application of power in violence. They're just fanboys. And you can't take the opinion of fanboys because they have no logic to support what the fuck they're going on about. They're just shit talking because they want to be right.
I understand completely what you're saying. Like, I remember back to, like, the old Justice League show. It was all about Justice League and shit, and then everything was about Batman after that show was over.
Yeah, man. Then you
Like,
and
you
there
know, they
haven't
always
been
had
any
Batman.
new animated series. And the television shows, like Gotham is fucking... I like the dynamics with Gordon and the shit that's going on with the villains and stuff and how Gordon's got to deal with them all. But when they go to Bruce Wayne, the shit gets cheesy as fuck. I'm like, this is lame and stupid. Like, why the fuck is this the what? Yeah, it's fucking cheesy and dumb as fuck. Like, this kid's fucking running around doing all this shit. They know who he is and blah 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 blah. Like, come on.
That's how I get that armor? Hell yeah. I was wondering why I would get that. It's like
At
some
least the
short
other
one.
DC shows are really fucking good. Like, The Flash is really good. Supergirl
Oh,
is
that looks
really
bad.
good. The other
Yeah,
two
I don't.
are okay, but
Like I'm not into those, but yeah, like they're pretty good. I like Gotham. Like I've been watching it since season 1. You know, I don't like it for Bruce Wayne or anything. Like, I like seeing the villains and shit, and I like seeing Gordon and all that.
yeah.
Like I
But
really
that
hope
fucking that cheese with Bruce has got to go. Okay, I don't
I
mind
really
seeing
hope.
Bruce's life up to that point, but he shouldn't be out there fighting crime yet.
Oh, this looks so badass. It's like some scorpion armor. Like I really hope it does the Smallville thing and like it ends when he becomes Batman. So
You know, that's different. I never watched Smallville, but I think I might want to get into that. But that's a different
I've never
story.
watched
I
it
think
either.
Smallville would be a better story, is a better story to do that with, because Superman, even as a kid, he's fucking dumb, powerful, and invulnerable. So it's not so cheesy that he's out there doing that shit because he ain't gonna get hurt, right? But Bruce Wayne out there running around Gotham, fisticuffs with guys that are toting around assault rifles, is nuts. It's why is this happening? You know?
exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Like,
Young. I mean, I used to like. I'm saying, I used to like Batman. He used to be, because of all the warriors in her history, the Shinobi is my most favorite. It's like the Shinobi, the Samurai, the Spartan,
yeah, for me,
the
it's Spartan
fucking
and stuff like
the
that.
European
Greek
knight,
history.
and so Batman, I was always a fan of Batman because, you know, he is a ninja, but when they started overplaying him and this whole Batman versus Superman argument rose, I just started to lose my taste for Batman because it's all nonsense that they're fucking talking. Like, you can apply logic to this kind of stuff if you understand violence and physics in real world and have experience with it. If you don't, then no, you can't apply logic because you wouldn't know where to start. But I, as someone with experience as a mixed martial artist, a boxer, an actual soldier, and a warrior of many other kinds, can apply their power to what combat is, apply the mathematics, and see the differences in what it should be. Like, you can do that. You can apply logic to it, and the failure for that to happen often just makes it seem unacceptable.
Like, yeah,
They
I
do it
understand what
with
you're saying.
Batman way too much, and that pisses me off about it.
I don't understand why New Game Plus, like when I get shit, I'll go to New Game Plus and I won't have it.
Is it stuff that's permitted in that, or is it something you have to
Like, I
pick
think
up
it's
again?
because, like, I'm doing DLC stuff. I think it's because I haven't done this DLC yet. I feel like when I go to do the DLC, like, it might all just pop up into my image. I don't know. Oh, this game's weird with saves and stuff. Like, they probably fixed that kind of stuff in Odyssey. Like, you can't quick save in this game at all. Only way you can quick save is if you fast travel. Or like if you find a new location or some shit. You can't really quick save it. Like, in Odyssey, you can go back to your saves and shit. If you really wanted to. Like, Odyssey reminds me a lot of The Witcher 3. Or The Witcher 2. More The Witcher 3 though. Like, I love that game. Witcher was great.
Witcher 3, yeah. It was a. I never played Witcher 1 or 2, but I bought Witcher 3, and honestly, I played it for like 10 minutes and deleted it, but came back to it like out of boredom a year or so later, downloaded it again and played it all the way through, and it was pretty damn good.
It's a great game, especially if you like medieval type stuff. Like, for me, it's like the dynamic.
You know they added
stuff.
Geralt of Rivia to the newest Soul Calibur. He's the guest character.
Yeah, I know
on it.
that. Yeah, it's a pre-order bonus, so I guess you could buy it if you want to. Yeah, I know. They're putting a Netflix series out, and they're gonna have Henry Cavill play Geralt.
Geralt, yeah, I know.
He
I'd
plays
watch
a good
that.
Superman, so
I'd watch
that's
that.
how he play a good Witcher.
Well, he does a lot of good damn roles. Like, have you seen Henry Cavill in any other roles before Superman?
I don't know.
I have. Like, I've seen him in some. He's good, especially in Dark Ages time. Like, in The Tudors, he was Henry Tudor's right-hand guy, and he was a good actor in that shit. A real good actor.
Yeah.
In fact, he was the only role that was able to survive Henry's wrath. Cause Henry VIII, he fucking beheaded almost everybody all the damn time. His
Really?
wives.
I never got into the Tudors. I've heard about it, but I never got into it.
Man, that's good history. Shit, man, he went through a bunch of wives, killed several of them, sent 2 away. 2 of them died. No, actually, 1 of them died, and then his final wife outlived him.
Yeah.
But that's just, but you know, that's all oligarch stuff. Like, if you're not into the oligarchs,
Yeah.
if you're not into that kind of shit, you might not enjoy it. But I love it. I love the oligarchs.
I watch like history. I got into Vikings. I don't really watch it much now, but I used to watch it all the time. And Spartacus. I used to watch because I've loved that kind of stuff. Since I saw
Those are
300,
both pretty good shows. I like them both. I've got Spartacus and Vikings, all the seasons of both of them. They're good shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the seasons from Spartacus and all that.
Giddy up! Yeah!
A lot of people are so high up on Vikings, but honestly, in the scale of military effectiveness and really badass warriors throughout history, the Vikings are kind of low on the ladder. People love Vikings so much, but I'm like, dude, they were just a bunch of dumbass raiders and thieves. They weren't truly military or tactical geniuses. They're just big berserking brutes.
Yeah. Well, the reason I like Viking stuff and Nordic stuff is for Nordic mythology. That's why I love
their
the new
mythology
God of
is
War.
fucking dope as shit. And like their real mythology is truly awesome. Like the Marvel Comics version of Viking lore is all dumbed down for kids and stuff to be made for the comics.
Yeah.
But the true history of the Viking lore, it's much more violent and dark, and it's awesome. Did you play God of War?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I love
Off
it.
we go now.
They had the details in that about the lore of the Aesir and the Vanir and all that. I think they were pretty accurate from what I understand, and it was awesome, dude. They were good. That history, like, they told the true darkness of how they were.
Yeah, and like they showed a lot of awesome shit. See, I just started another new game plus, and I have all my equipment that I had from my other games. So I'm just gonna start from scratch. I'm not that far into my new game plus anyway. Fuck it. But yeah, I love Norse mythology. Like I've been obsessed with mythology stuff like that since middle school. It started off with Greek mythology, and then I got into other stuff. Greek, Norse, and Egyptian, and then I haven't really gotten to Japanese mythology yet, but I want to. With the game Neo, it's pretty cool. You might like that with you liking Shinobi and shit like that.
No, I didn't like the Neo game. It was almost exactly like Dark Souls. That shit was.
Yeah,
Bleh.
it's like Dark Souls. That's what I like
It was
about
made
it.
by
They're
the
coming out
same
with-
people. It was almost exactly like it. I didn't even care
No,
to
it wasn't
play
made
it.
of the same people. That was made by Team Ninja. From
Was it?
Software makes Dark Souls.
Mm.
Yeah.
It seemed
they
like
tried to put the
it
mechanics-
seemed like almost exactly the same game. I didn't even pay attention to it. I didn't really like it.
Yeah,
though.
because Dark Souls kind of made a brand of games with the whole, hardcore boss fighting type genre. Because then you got games like Lords
I am
of the
gonna try that
Fallen.
Shadows Die Twice game.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, but it's supposed to be different from Dark Souls. Like it's still gonna have bosses and shit, but it's supposed to be different.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Sicario, and then there's that other one coming out. What's it called? I think it's by Team Ninja. Ghost of Tsushima. I think it's supposed to be like
Man, Team Ninja needs to stop fucking around and release a new goddamn
the Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden.
Gaiden.
They do, man. They do.
Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah, man. Ninja Gaiden's pretty fun.
The Shinobis are getting put on the back burner, man. Like, where are all the good ass ninja games nowadays? They're not.
Well, they're going out. I think Team Ninja's making Ghost of Tsushima, and it looks like it's like an ode to actual samurai and history and shit like that. Like the gameplay looks sick, what I've seen. So I guess we just have to wait and see what comes out next year. Maybe.
Somebody help me!
You know what I would really a ninja game that I truly wish they would bring back to PlayStation is Tenchu, Stealth Assassins. You ever play that?
Yeah, nah, I've heard about it though.
It was fucking awesome. Tenchu 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
They were awesome, dude. Ricky Maru was badass. I think for my old PlayStation 1, or my PlayStation 2, I have Tenchu Wrath of Heaven still. It's in the box over there. It's fucking awesome ass game, but they need to make a new Tenchu because that shit was sick, man. It was like
They'll be on
a
high
ninja
alert.
game that had the true violence. Cause like Ninja Gaiden is awesome. The fighting, the action is real heavy. It's cool as fuck. Oh shit. But it doesn't have like executions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now Tenchu, that genre, like with Ricky Morrow, you could execute, like you could fucking cut people's heads off, arms off, you could fucking break their necks. It was awesome. And then they were starting to open it up to where you were playing with more shinobi than just Rikimaru. It was awesome. You
Yeah.
could use blow darts on motherfuckers. It was like, it was sick. They need to, where is that? They need to bring that shit back.
They get lazy with making games nowadays, man. Like they make some good games, but there's stuff they should bring back that they don't. Like I like the idea they're using with like the Assassin's Creed, how they've made so many and now they're making it differently. Like now it's more like an RPG than like a stealth game.
Yeah.
That's the audio interview.
Well, they made it so you can choose. Like the 3 branches, they made it so you can choose how you want to play. And with all the different gear sets, you can choose to play it as a warrior in RPG style, like I do.
Yeah.
Or you could choose to go full assassin, sneak around the whole time. Or you could choose to be a hunter and use your bow the whole time. You know, depending on the gear you use, there's so many variations to how you could approach it. You're not stuck in just one boat. You can choose which boat you want to get on and start rowing in.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I play mostly warrior, but I've got enough hunter and assassin in there that I can do what I need with the bow and assassin.
I think I'm gonna start a new game and shit when I get it back from my cousin. I think I'm gonna go try and mostly do assassin and shit on that one. Cause I mostly do warrior on mine too. But I got a couple of hunter and assassin skills, but I mostly do warrior.
Yeah, I mean, and really, dude, all it truly is a matter of which engravings you want to put on your gear to make the difference.
Yeah.
That's all you truly got to change. Engravings.
I think I know why my stuff was fucked, cause I started New Game Plus before I got the last DLC. That's why I didn't have the equipment I should have had. I just wish in this one, you know, your armor mattered, but it doesn't. This one, your armor's just kind of aesthetic. Makes you look cooler. Watch out.
Man, that horse looks so cool. It's so much cooler looking than the other one.
Yeah. The other one was just a reskin of the one from this game that I'm playing. But it's still cool to have. At least you get that one for free and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy to have it for the 2 days that I had it. But then they released
For the
this
2
and I'm
days
like,
that I had
hold up.
I'm definitely gonna try it. I'm gonna probably try to get some Helix credits somehow. I ain't working right now, like, I'm in between jobs and shit. So I can't really, like, I don't really got money, like, for my last check I've used it up and shit. I'm trying to get a new job now. Lost my job about a month ago.
What happened?
Just bullshit. I was working at Walmart, and, you know, just, I got blamed for shit that I didn't do,
Are you a
went
member of the
back to-
Illuminati?
Am I a member of the Illuminati? Yeah. No, like I got blamed for shit,
What's going
and
on over there?
that was a couple months ago.
They say you
I
stole
think
something?
they thought. No, like, okay,
Wasn't any.
I smoke weed, but I don't smoke when I'm working. Something I've never done. And I had friends that worked at Walmart and they smoked weed too, but they would smoke while they're working. I got blamed for it. I guess. I don't know why, I guess because that they just thought I was that kind of guy to do that kind of shit. Like, I would get blamed for it in school all the time too, but I didn't even really smoke in school. I started smoking like a while back. And, I mean, I didn't get fired for that. I got fired for stupid shit. Like, I don't even know why. Like, they just told me, they took me in the back one day and like, hey, we're letting you go. And like, I was pissed off about it. Like, I didn't know why. I was working that day and shit, so, you know. Like I said, it's a bunch of bullshit.
That's what
Trying
life
not
is,
to get
though.
me a new job and shit. Do what?
That's what life is, a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. You're exactly right, man. I'm gonna find something new here soon, bro. Can get my own place and all that. I'm getting my own shit. I was gonna get my own place when I was working up there here soon, but I'm like tired and shit.
Get it out! By the gods, help me!
And like at first, like it was like kind of nice, you know, not really having a job for a minute, but now it's starting to get to me like I gotta start working again.
You gotta have money.
Yeah, like, but it's weird, like it's almost hard to find a job.
Unless the
in Wales
economy
now.
fucking collapses, which it's not far away from.
Yeah. Hey, Trump has 2 more years to fuck us over.
Well, I don't know why everybody keeps talking about Trump like he's a bad guy. He's trying to save us. He's trying to fix the fucking problems
Like, I
that
say
have
he's a bad
occurred.
guy. I'm just saying some shit I've heard with the Iran nuclear deal and stuff. Like, you know, who knows what'll happen. He's not a bad president at all. He's done a lot good.
Like,
People just don't like
I
him
don't
'cause of who he
personally
is.
have an opinion toward any of them, but I served in military under 2 presidents, and
So you
two
if anyone's
presidents that
trying to
did 2 terms, you know. So I know what it's like to have the different kinds of presidents, and you know, this whole party this, party that. It's all bullshit. You just gotta look at the track record of what it's been accomplished. Like, motherfuckers preach beauty to the wind to get into office and say this and that, but and they get away with it because the public only bases everything off of their opinion instead of the facts. You know, they judge them off their opinion and shit. And, you know, the last president we had, like, Bush may have started a war, but that fucking war allowed us to accomplish a great deal. It benefited many, even, and it fucking helped to establish a better governance for peoples over in a nation that was ruled by pure corruption. Right? And then here comes Obama. Everybody's like, yes, we can. They love him and shit. But and they treat him like he's the good guy. He reduces our presence over in the Middle East by a half, right? I'm trying to undo everything that we have been doing, and costs in the process of his administration cost our country like more money than the last 3 or 4 presidents combined. The amount of debt that Obama racked up on our nation is insane. And here's the crazy thing. Where the fuck did all that money go if it's not going to the war effort? He brought so many people home.
I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really mess with politics. Like, I don't, you know, because it's all, you know.
Yeah, I try and
people
stay
get-
out of it too. I only look at the facts, look what's right in front of our face, and I don't buy into any of them. I just see what they're trying to do, you know? People are bashing Trump, but I'm comparing Trump to the last... Okay, I've been alive for 5 presidents now, like 5 or 6 presidents now. Right? And in my experience, the ones that are always so popular, they generally might not always do well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We just gotta, it's a matter of who ends up in there and what they do. And honestly, for many of them, it's just a puppet system.
Right, yeah.
So I just
Like
stay
what I was
vigilant
just
and ready to
saying, like-
fight if I may need to fight.
Yeah, since you're in the service, you can be like drafted or whatever, can't you?
No, I did my time. I'm out. They won't redraft me.
Oh, I didn't. I thought once you're in
Drafting
service, like if they really
if
needed you.
to reactivate me. I could probably, if I was still young enough, if some shit happened, I could probably try and volunteer for reactivation, but it would be a lot of hoops that I'd
Yeah.
have to go through. Like, but they couldn't just come back to me because I served full terms and did my duty and have an honorable discharge and all that, and you know, a medical retiree with honorable discharge of fucking right. So they can't just come back to me. But if I felt my health is good enough down the road and the war just happened and, you know, my patriotism overwhelmed me, I could probably offer services back for amount of time. But I don't know that they would accept me because really, in draft situation, they want young, fresh, and dumb.
Yeah. But shit happens. Like I understand what you're saying. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm about to get me something to eat. Ah. How long are you gonna be on tonight?
Not long. I'm probably gonna get off here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like gaming a whole lot today. Like, I'm just fucking off on here right now, not doing anything too important because my concentration is broken with the fact that I'm ready to get the fuck out of this place and move on home to Florida. I'm just waiting on getting paid.
Mhm.
And that's really where my mind's been wandering. Like, I get paid, I'm getting a truck, we're packing up, and we're leaving.
Yeah.
Cause I might have to kill some people here where I am.
What you mean by that?
I might have to kill some motherfuckers, man. My solution to fucking people problems is kill those motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you can't just do that.
Why not?
I mean, because it's against the law? I mean, I
That
don't
doesn't
know.
mean
Like, I
shit.
don't know how...
That don't mean shit. The law doesn't mean shit, man. The only time the law matters is if you get caught for it. If you fucking... Like... You have to be smart enough to do what you want to do and not get caught. Like, they can't... They don't just know you've done something. Like, killing somebody is an art. And the people you find going to prison for killing people are not artists. They're just dumbasses in the street.
I totally understand.
Taking lives, as macabre as this may sound, it is an art. And I am an artist.
I understand what you're saying, man.
Like, those guys, they get killed for go to prison for killing people. They're stupid. It's stupidity and ego is why they end up in there. And most of the reasons for why they want to off people or whatever they want to call it is all petty nonsense. I'm not so petty. Like, if I feel I need to fucking kill some people, it's because there's a deep, abiding loathing and hate there for serious slights. It's not just some, oh, you stepped on my shoes nonsense, pow, 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 and I killed you in the street. No, it's not like that.
Right, yeah.
I'm a completely methodical person. Like, if I want to make someone disappear, they will disappear.
It's kind of scary. But no,
That's
like,
what it is. That's all it'll ever be, is a missing persons case, and they can never charge anyone with a murder on a missing persons case if there's no evidence to anything. It is terrifying. And the wise thing to think is there's people out here in the world, all over the world, who are like that. Like, I am like that. And I'm not alone. There are many people out here in the world who are like that. And Everyone else
Like
is
what? Like
so
feel the
used.
need if you got a problem, solve it that way.
Yeah, but not just that.
Like I understand that. If I
Like
could get away with it, there's people
it's not a
I
matter.
wouldn't get
It's
rid
not
of.
even about getting away with it. It's like the idea that killing is not. It's really. It's not wrong. It's nature. It's just nature. Take away ego and intellect from people, and we're doing the same thing as animals. We're killing each other or killing other animals to survive. We kill animals still to survive. Animals kill each other. It's just nature. It's our own selfishness and ideology and weakling morality that lets us place building blocks around ourselves to say, hey, no, we can't do this, or, this shouldn't be done. The universe will fall to pieces if you kill somebody. Yeah, I mean, it's tragic for people who of intelligence and have emotional connections to lose people, but it's life also.
Hmm. But
It's
in
just
the
life.
end, I mean, we're still
And
animals and shit.
yeah, and you think about this. If people weren't killing, like there used to be so many, a matter of numbers. Let's talk about Thanos and his calculus for keeping the universe from destroying. He wasn't wrong. When life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist, right?
Yeah.
We now, as humans, literally are attempting to make our lives unchecked in every way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. You're looking at it with your own philosophies and shit. I don't know. I've always thought that I would, would know what it's like to kill somebody, but I don't know.
I keep unplugging my damn mic on accident. But like, okay, think about the last 1,000 years of history. With all the killing and massacres and murdering that has been going on in the last 1,000 years of our human history, it's got to be billions of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? In the last 1,000 years, and we still have 7 billion people on the planet today. Imagine if people didn't die, and for the last 1,000 years, nobody was dying. How many people you think we would have now? Because nobody's dying and people keep reproducing, the population would shoot up exponentially. Like, we wouldn't have 7 billion people. We would have 80 billion, a trillion people. And there would be, like, cataclysms of all manner because of massive overpopulation.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong. It's just in our structured weakling societies, everybody is just so programmed into their fear and be nice and hold hands and sing, and that they think that, like, yes, legally killing a motherfucker is wrong, but fuck legally in the ass. If you can't, if you know how to do what you got to do, and never be caught by, then
Yeah.
who's to fucking stop you?
I understand what you're saying.
But this doesn't mean that I'm some fucking
Actually,
law-hating
High
person
security
that's
here.
just completely against.
No,
No,
you
I'm
just got
just
your own
like, that's
philosophy
a
and shit.
personal fucking my personal view toward, like,
Yeah.
people. Motherfuckers are so self-absorbed and take shit for granted nowadays that everyone thinks that they're untouchable and they can do whatever they want to anyone they want. like treat people any way they want, and they don't realize that when you try and treat a lion like it's a fucking kicking mutt, the lion will fucking eat you.
Right.
It's pure and
People
simple.
think like through peace and shit they can make anything, not violent, but that's not true. Like you try to make a lion or a bear non-violent, it's gonna kill you. Like that's that's how we should. I mean, primarily we are too. Like take the book Lord of the Flies for instance. That's all about primal instincts and shit. Like when you're broken down to that point, you will turn into what you truly are. The reason we think that killing and shit's so wrong is because of society and commercialism and shit like that.
Yeah. The ideology that drives our existence nowadays. Oh. It's all been tailored to making people weak, soft. And those of us who don't see it that way are often like seen as crazy or sociopathic or radical or something like that, when in reality, motherfucker, you got the right to sit there and think whatever you want to think about me, because I am the way I am and have gone and fought alongside other men like me who are willing to risk ourselves so that you could sit there and do that. You know?
Right.
Oh man, I just died again. My concentration is so broken, I can't even focus. I'm probably gonna go ahead and turn this off. Time is it? 6 p.m. I'm gonna fucking call it, man. You have a good one. Like, if we don't talk again, brother, like, I'll be, once I move, it might be some time. I'll get a week or two, maybe. It might be a week
man,
or two to a month.
I'll see you when I see you, man. I'll still be online around that time.
Alright.
I might be busier and shit. Hopefully I have a job by then, but when I see you online and shit, I'll hit you up.
Alright.